it's Eliana. Welcome to Children's Defense Fund. We are celebrating World Read Aloud Day, and we want you to join us. Let's go to our Freedom Library.
Walk with me to our library. Here at the Children's Defense Fund, we empower everyone to read every single day. Oh, hey Sierra, can you tell our friends a bit more about our Freedom Library?
Thanks, Tiffany. So, in our Freedom Library, you'll find stories about kings and queens. And I'm not talking about kings and queens with the shiny crowns on their head. I'm talking about everyday people like you and like me. I'm talking about the educators, the school counselors, the librarians who show up for work every day, whether they're facing persecution or not, because they know that children and youth need them. I'm talking about the community healers, the doctors, the nurses that make sure that we're good. I'm talking about the 8th graders like Magnolia Cox, who was the first African American student to win the Akron, Ohio Spelling Bee, move on to the National Spelling Bee, and unfortunately she was cheated out of a win. I'm talking about Alfredo Lopez, an undocumented student who won his right to an education in the landmark Plyer versus Doe Supreme Court case. I'm talking about Yolanda Gladden, whose schools were shut down in a segregated South because rather than integrating, white folks wanted to just create their own private schools. What did her community do? They rallied around her and started their own community schools. Right now, it's so important to read about people like these who are making a difference in themselves, in their families, in their communities, in their world with hope, education, and action. That's what's going to get us through this. So on this World Read Aloud Day, I encourage you to find a book that gives you hope. I encourage you to find a book about education and its importance. I encourage you to find a book that is going to make you take action. Sit down with someone you love and read that book. As a matter of fact, let me introduce you to my friend Rick. We'll do a read aloud right now on the little yellow couch.
Hi everyone, welcome to today's Read Aloud on the Yellow Couch. My name is Rick and today I'll be reading Black History Matters, Civil Rights Movement Heroes featuring Ruby Bridges. Ruby Bridges. Her first act of activism was worthwhile. Attending an all-white elementary school as a child, the first African American to achieve such a goal, it cemented the greatness of her future role. Escorted by U.S. Marshals due to the violent mob, but being the brave activist she is, she rose above. She went to class and yet sat by herself. That means the class that she filled just had nobody else. Many of all races supported integration, awarded Presidential Citizens Medals by President Bill Clinton. That was a story on our civil rights leader, Ruby Bridges.